Hello and welcome along to Opportunity Angling. This channel is all about taking that opportunity to go fishing when you can. This is my brother Josh, I'm Ben. We've been fishing for many years on and off, but since our family's come along with just the work commitments, children, family life, it's very, very difficult to get out on the bank without your children and take the opportunity to go fishing. So that's why we decided to build this channel around that basis of we're going to target certain fish as and when we can. You go. This is right, I can cut right.
Okay, so as Ben said, the channel came out of trying to sort of be that opportunistic angler. It kind of started when I was in university and I had a child and I hadn't got any time to go fishing. So I just pick up the most simplest of rigs and methods and even free line at most points, and just go and target fish. I could only fish what I could see. I didn't have time to sit there and bait up and do loads of rigs and heavily bait for days on end. I just had to get what I could see. So it kind of came from that basis really, and we've just sort of evolved it into having a bit more time, now filming it, that we can actually sort of give it to you as content really.
Yeah, and like Josh said, we've moved away from that style of fishing. When we were younger, we used to go to a lake, set up, and we'd sit there fishing the same spot over and over and over, and the same lakes all the time, same methods, and just wait and catch not a lot really.
No.
So we've decided, because we can only do opportunistic fishing, we're gonna move around. Like today, we've come down to this beautiful weir pool, which is just off the main river, to try and catch some chub. And then we're going to move on to a carp fishery and see if we can stalk a few carp, because Josh will tell you, the lake is just full of people just turn. It's a day ticket that is busy. People just turn up, plop out their boilies in the middle of nowhere, put it on their dingy-lingy dong things, and then just sit down and do nothing.
I see it on Facebook most of the time. I mean, I went the other day and every person that I saw had a rod pod with either 3 rods, or they were sitting with somebody else and they might have had 6 rods or 2 sets of 2 rods, and they were both sitting there on their phones doing nothing, not really approaching the kind of watercraft that I've always sort of tried to do. They'd tell me I had nothing all day. I probably went there about 2 in the afternoon, found maybe 8 fish in some margin spots. I caught 2 fish within about 20 minutes, and I went home.
Free line dog biscuit.
Yeah, free line dog biscuit. So
That's simple, and it does. I mean, I must admit that I've actually been the victim of this myself, where I've been fishing, where I've been sat on the chair trying to catch fish, and I've watched someone turn up at the venue with a rucksack on their back, a landing net with a short handle, and they've just stalked the margins and walked off after catching about 10 decent sized fish in the space of less than an hour. So that's our aim, is we're going to start to just target certain fish, certain areas. We're lucky enough to live in a part of England that is surrounded by water. We've got water on our doorstep, literally on our doorstep. So we're just going to start taking the adventure out and around our town and our villages outside our town, so we can just find these idyllic little places that are off the beaten track and just catch them harder to catch fish.
Yeah, exactly what Ben said. And there's going to be day tickets that venture in. There's going to be harder day ticket venue waters that sort of venture into the filming. But ultimately, it's all about sort of just trying to take those couple of hours when you can, just to try and get a few fish in there. I mean, I don't really care what size it is. I don't know about you.
No. Fish
I'm
is a fish.
pretty happy getting a couple of perch, big pike, a couple of small carp, or a chublet. I don't really care. I just want to just get out for half an hour, away from sort of everything that I do in my normal life. If it turns into a couple of hours, great, but that's really it really. I just want to just catch a few fish and go home.
Same here. So that's what we're going to do. We're not going to waste any more time, because we're starting this channel. It's just at the beginning of September 2020. So we're heading into what we don't like, because we've turned into fair weather fishermen.
I'm definitely a fair weather fisherman.
I mean, it's a lovely day today. It's actually really warm. So we're hoping that we can stalk out a few fish around here and then move on to the lake, hopefully catch a couple of good carp. That'll do us.
Yeah.
And then obviously we've got to get home, we've got to get Sunday dinner made, school lunches and everything packed up ready for school Monday morning. So without wasting any more time, what we're going to try and do, we spoke about it, we'll try see how the channel goes. Like I said, we don't want to do tutorials or how-tos, but we will, you know, talk more about our methods and the way we make our baits and tie our rigs that work for us. So we will share that, obviously, because it's, you know, insight that you can pick up and take forward for yourselves. But we're going to try and upload at least one video a month to start with, and then hopefully more. We might not be out. We've got 3 other brothers, and they all fish, so they might feature on a channel as well. So we might venture out on our own and film a little bit on our own. But heading into the winter, obviously, we want to try and get some decent winter chub and some pike fishing in, and then just, you know, mill through all the way to spring, and then hopefully we'll
come back into our favourite kind of weather.
Yeah.
To be honest, you know, if we don't get any videos over the winter, then it is what it is, because that's exactly what this channel is. You know, I've got 2 jobs, I've got 2 children, I've got a very busy lifestyle, so this is just going to have to be a bit part thing when we can. So that's the best thing about it.
And I appreciate you guys for listening to our intro, and we are now going to hopefully catch some fish. So we'll take you on our little trip for a few hours today, and then hopefully we'll get back out in a couple of weeks' time once we've decided where we're going to go and what we're going to target. Maybe some pike spinning.
Yeah, love to do that. Yeah, we'll probably move into the next one, into the next sort of stretch, and then we'll probably move on to the next venue, and you know, you'll see all the clips.
So come along and join us. Let's go. Right, gonna get his mama chub. I'm telling you. Don't slam the gate. It's just... It's not mama. There was about 3 or 4, but once again, mama chub didn't want to take. But a fish is a fish is a fish. This one just smashed that slug straight away. But again, like the other day when I was down here, right on top of mama chub. Like, she was underneath and this one just rolled across the back, went, cheers slug. So it was a bit slimy. I think the actual slug was too big for this fish. It's a nice little fish. They always look so much bigger in the water though. So that is literally it. So they ain't going to get another one now, because that would spook them off. So we'll have to move downstream a bit more, I think.
I agree.
Put it back. Go on, fishy. Ugh. It's a difficult bit getting it back in the water. I'll tell you what, 3 times in a row, the same bloody fish.
So how did you get that one?
So basically, I was being lazy actually, because I had method feeder on here, so it's just £8 main line down to oh, where's that got? £8 main line. I literally took my method feeder off, which had a 4-inch hook length to a size 16. That's just a 4-inch method feeder hook length. So I literally just took my method feeder off, tied a figure of 8 loop, tied that on there like that, and just took a big fat slug that I found in my garden yesterday, which when I find them I literally just pick them straight up. I got a fridge outside, which I just dumped them straight in the box inside the fridge, just pulled it out thinking it was a bit too big, that slug, to go on this hook, but once again just dropped it straight in front of a chub and it just took it straight away, but not the big one. So that's as simple as it is, just 3 lines straight down to that.
After spending way too long trying to catch chub in the river, Josh and I decided the best opportunity to catch a carp would be to return to the fishery at first light in the morning when the sun comes up. That way we can walk the lake and hopefully beat the general public to their pegs and pick a fish off or two.
I don't think it's very big. I think you just swam straight into it. It ain't too bad actually. Come on fish, get your head up. Don't want to know, does it?
Not at all. Ben, there's a massive wasp nest just here. See? There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, not bad.
Really good, mate.
All right, beast. Sun's out now. It's starting to look, well, it's getting busy. So not had nothing else yet. Josh has got them feeding back in his swim again. They were feeding further out there, so I'm going to try going back out there again. But like I said, it's a very popular fishery. This is not far, 5-10 minute drive from where we live, but yeah, it is rather popular. Luckily, in this little corner here, nobody's here yet. If someone was to arrive opposite me, which is probably, I don't know, about 45 yards over there, it kind of would ruin the space that I've got to fish in. But so they are still feeding, so get back out to So like I said, it's very, I've got a controller float on because I'm moving it around a lot further. Josh is just free lining, but we're on the same dog biscuits. They are feeding well, so fingers crossed we'll have another one. But 17 and 7, it's not a bad start. Then probably give it another hour or so, and then once it gets too busy, we're going to move off of here and go back nearer home and hopefully stalk some chub down the river.
Searching for something.
Send me a merry old dance. Seriously, went to the other side of the lake. Oh, pinged over a spin. I'm really enjoying this little spinning rod. What was it 2.4, so it's 8 feet.
Planning ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So my tennis
I just think mine is tennis, man. No, I've literally just about put paper.
Searching for something that ain't lost. Have we got our lines crossed? We're wasting time on stuff that doesn't really matter.
This pond is very popular, but on walking round it this morning, most people are just sitting there in their bivvies with their bite alarms stuck on the bottom somewhere, asleep. We've been here for what, half an hour or so fishing. I've had one at £17. This is the second one out. 3-line dog biscuit on the surface. It's that simple.
best method, can't beat it.
Ain't seen or heard anyone else catching anything.
17, 14, 15.
Bigger than mine.
He won't.
Almost 18.
He won't stop. 17, 14. It's saying. Put down. I think.
2 big fish.
Right, let's get a good picture.
The same way, then don't pretend that everything's okay. Don't string me along the way you do. Just let me get over you. Maybe you don't wanna know, but you don't see what you have in front of you. Or maybe I'm not enough for you. So maybe I should go. If I had known from the start, this wouldn't have ended with broken hearts. 'Cause I don't wanna waste my time. No. I don't wanna waste my time.
I keep seeing a shadow down there, but it is just a shadow. It just keeps catching the corner of my eye just down here, but it's nothing every time.
Again, this one is polarising.
Indeed.
See what you have in front of you.
Twitch your mind.
Maybe I'm not enough for you.
Yeah.
Not mine off.
So maybe I should go. If I had known from the start, this wouldn't have ended with broken.
I'm picking my head up.
'Cause I don't wanna waste my time.
I'm gonna do it 10 more minutes.
Beats being at home.